What's going on, guys? It's the review artist. Today it's time for the review of the iPhone 7, so let's get right into it. So as usual, let's just start with the box first. So as you can see, it is the same size of the 6 and the 6S box because the phone is practically the same size and everything. But on front you can see the picture has changed, whereas before we had it off the front and the little image which was a 3D touch one. Now we do have a picture of the back which is raised and it is the exact size of the phone. So, and obviously it displays the colour of the device itself. Now towards the right of the box you can see the iPhone branding, to the top the Apple logo, to the left the iPhone branding, and to the bottom the Apple logo. Nothing much different there. Some specs at the back. Now, apologies for the box, it has been in the same place and for some reason it has got dirty. So it's this 128 gig, and which it includes iPhone 7, the earpods with lightning connector, lightning to headphone adapter. Now, I'll get to the headphones later. Disclaimer, for those people who are confused with life and confused about this, you do not get the AirPods with them. The headphones you do get have wires and have a lightning connector at the other end, which I'll show you later. So let's just put that down. Now, I do not have everything that was in the box at the moment. I've taken it out, but all you get is a standard USB cable, the plug and the headphones, and you get this little adapter, which, as you know, is very popular now with the iPhone 7. So let's just put all this to the side and get looking at the phone. So now this is the iPhone 7 itself. You can see I did get the white and silver one. There is a jet black, normal black, silver, gold and rose gold edition. Now the black of this is completely black, but it's the same finish as this, whereas the jet black is still completely black, but it's more black than the black, and believe me, the jet black does look really nice. It feels nice, it's glossy, but the fingerprints straight away, I mean, you don't even have to touch it and it gets dirty. But yeah, so this is the silver one. So as you can see at the front, we do have the, you can see me there, you have the sensors, the front speaker grill, which is also presumably the one of the left and one of the right speakers now that this is stereo, and the front facing camera. Your screen itself is 4.7 inch. The pixel is 326 ppi, same resolution as before. It is more or less 720p, whilst we get in 2K resolutions and everything else. Apple still remain with the standard phone 720p, whereas obviously if you know the bigger plus and 1920 by 1080, which is around 2013/2012 standard for Android. Now at the bottom you do get the fingerprint scanner, which is the home button. Now this, I say button, but should I say home? Because it's not an actual button, it's a vibrating. The Taptic engine has now been placed in here as well, which is amazing. Now towards the bottom, way where the big change is, you can see that straight away. There's no headphone jack, and let's see if we can get focused. Yeah, we get focused. So here's the lightning connector, which is standard. Speaker go on the right and left, and supposedly is a microphone. Taptic engine does take place in there, so there's no room for the headphone jack. I don't know if that's why they removed it, or it's just Apple they wanted to use that. Maybe they bring it with the 7 Plus or the 8. Rumours saying that there'll be no plus, S, sorry. So now to the left, you can see the headphone jack, which is down and up, standard, and silent and normal switch. To the top, nothing at all. It's very seamless, and on the right you can get the lock button, SIM card tray, and antennas. Now at the back you can see this has been dirty because of my case, but we do have the new and improved 12 megapixel eyesight camera, which has 6 lenses in it, a quad flash, so there's 2 normal and 2 pink, red, whatever you want to call it, noise cancellation microphone. Now the hair, Apple logo, exactly the same, everything else, iPhone. Now the antenna band has been removed from here and placed on top, which is very seamless. Now I should tell you this, on the jet black, even on the black, but more or less the jet black, it's so seamless you have to look hard to notice it. And yeah, it's seamless, as you know. It feels the same even though it's a little bit different. It's hiding there, and same at the bottom. Now, in terms of the way this feels, it does feel slightly hollow, more hollow. Some say cheaper than the 6S and 6. But yeah, so now let's take a look at this. And it's got a new feature as well. So say if it's on there, I want to lift it up and it doesn't work. There, so if you lift it up, the screen comes on, and you put it back down, it goes off. Now this is handy when you just want to check the time. You don't have to press any buttons, because from the original settings, pressing the home button means unlocking the phone now. So let's take a look at the device itself. You can see iOS 10 shows you your network, your battery percentage, alarm, whatnot, time, display, everything else. Now to the left, you can see information, so it tells you where you are, what's going on in your area, your recent applications, Siri app suggestions, which also do appear below, stocks and the public transport nearby, maps and weather, and you can change. So these are the widgets. Yes, Android has had widgets forever, I know, but yeah. Now swiping to the right, I don't know why there was a frame lag there, apologies for that, Apple saw it. And to your right is the camera. So now this camera is a 12 megapixel camera, new and improved. There is a difference between the 6S and the 6. You get the standard normal features with the iOS camera. You get video, which is 60 FPS at 1080, which is pretty impressive. And I have to admit, this does look very lifelike. Obviously, you cannot tell in the camera. Apologies for the recording. Yeah, you get your front-facing camera, and that. I don't have to show you all that. You know what it's like. Now, as well, this is Siri app suggestions comes at the top. The bottom. So it spaced by your location and the time of the day. So it knows when I'm at this location at this time, I'll usually go on Facebook. So swiping, lifting the home screen from the Facebook thing, and it's not working. Wow. Oh, there. So if you swipe it up, it brings up the application. Obviously, you have to do your fingerprint. Now, fingerprint, you can see it's changed completely from iOS 9, and originally there's no slide to unlock because sliding goes to the suggestions. But if you just put your fingerprint on there, it just unlocks the phone, so it says unlocked. And here, if you can take pictures, you can access the gallery, go through different applications without putting a password in because you've unlocked it. But if you press the home button, it unlocks the phone. Same if it's locked, press the home button and it unlocks the device. Now, standardly, we do get the GarageBand, iMovie and whatnot, Pages, Keynote, etc. pre-installed already on this device. And yes, I do have Tinder. It's just for a joke, but yeah, I don't really use it. I just have it. I forgot to download it. I have a few applications installed already. This is the 128 gig variant, which you did notice before. Now, obviously, you get your messages, your standard camera, Force Touch as well, so you can go choose your option there. Phone call, Safari, etc. Everything similar. So there's nothing really new and improved. Obviously, iOS 10 has changed, but in terms of performance, there is a bit of a difference between the 6S and the 7. Definitely a difference between the 6 and the 7. However, if you have a 6S, I don't know if I would recommend purchasing this device. Now, yes, we do have the stereo speakers, which I will love to show you, but I don't want to get flagged by music. No one will know this song. Neither do I. So full whack, speaker there. Speaker at the top. Now both are not front facing. Now this is like the HTC 10 with a speaker at the bottom and a speaker at the top. However, they are stereo, but one's enclosure is bigger than the other, so one sounds like a woofer, one sounds like a tweeter. Together, they work perfectly. Now, Apple Watch. Sorry, I don't have an Apple Watch. I have a Moto 360 2nd gen, which is compatible with Android Wear. However, there's problems with this device and connecting it, so I had to connect it on my Samsung in order to use it as a normal watch still. Now, let's just put this to the side and view the headphones. Now, yeah, as you can see, the standard earpods that you get usually. However, on the other end, there is a lightning adapter, which means if you've got a... Apologies for the disturbances of the mother. Now we shall kind of carry on. So now, yeah, as I was saying before, as I rudely interrupted mum. So the headphones themselves, don't come with a 3.5. So if you have any other device, it is pretty annoying because you won't be obviously able to use this because it's not the other way around. But yeah, but you don't want to use earpods anyway. You want a wireless Beats. Why not? Do I recommend the Beats? Oh. Now, anyway, so yeah. So that was the headphones. Now let's look at the adapter itself. So this adapter is a standard 3.5mm audio jack to the lightning cable. I haven't tried it on the iPhone 6s, iPad 6 to see if it does anything, but I can imagine it might with iOS 10, or it might not, because it's just the hardware really. But yeah, it seems pretty durable. They're about what, £9 or something, $9, whatever, to replace. So don't replace them because you'll probably lose them. So keep them safe, or just keep them stuck to your headphones. But yeah, so that's really what you get with the iPhone. Everything else is exactly the same, obviously because it is an iPhone. Now, I'll show you if anything's changed in settings. So let's get the focus there. So we'll go in settings and see any differences. So everything seems to be the same. Obviously, you've got your Apple, your wallet, iCloud, internet access, Bluetooth, personal hotspot, screen. Yeah, everything's exactly the same. Now, obviously, you know, we did have night shift before, which is a useful feature. Oh yeah, and scrolling to the control panel from the bottom, if you scroll to the right, you get your music player, and that changes with anything that you're watching. You can do AirPlay to play on a different device, such as a Mac or a speaker with AirPlay on. Night shift, you obviously know what that is. Night shift on, night shift off, it changes the colours. Now, these are 4-touch capable as well, so if you want the torch, if you want it low, medium or bright, you can just do it like that. So is the camera, etc. You all know that. But yeah, a few new features, and that was just a quick overview and review of the iPhone 7. Yeah, battery life as well, I have to admit, one of the best phones when it comes to the small sector. So in the very small sector, I mean like the Samsung Galaxy S6, maybe a smaller device. The Notes and the bigger S7 Edge and whatnot have a better battery life, around 3000 milliamps, where this is like 1760, something similar to that. For what the size it wise, it is really good. Obviously, the new A10 Fusion chipset, which is in here, is a quad-core one. It's the first one ever for Apple to do a quad-core chip in their mobile devices. Now, for some reason, I'm not touching it. But yeah, you see a bit of a lag there, which I have no clue why. But yeah, in terms of performance, it's been really stable. I'll just check my applications to see if there are any open. Yeah, there is a lot. Yeah. So now as well, when you double click Facebook based on your current location, it tells you as well on there. So obviously Facebook, Instagram, whatnot. So actually loading this, you can see it loads pretty quick. Now it does usually load quicker than that, but for some reason seems to be loading less. So you can see everything on here, applications, everything else is exactly the same. But yeah, that was just a quick review of the iPhone 7. Hope you enjoyed it. Obviously, I went into detail, but there would be something I didn't miss. So just let me know in the comments what you think, guys. I have been back. Sorry about that. I've just been really busy. Just started uni. More videos coming soon as well. You can see the Apple logo in the corner. I mean, there'll be more Apple devices on its way. So make sure you hit the thumbs up button, comment, subscribe, and share. And see you in the next vid, guys. Peace.